on our second year, and you know, it is a weekend full of, you know, film, comics, toys, collectibles, cosplay, and just, you know, the entire pop culture convention that we're having here. It is an international pop culture convention. We're very happy to have you all here, and we want you, of course, to get your geek on, and we just want you to experience awesomeness here by, of course, you know, checking out everything that the AsiaPOP Comicon 2016 has to offer. Like we said, you can check out the toys, collectibles, you can jam with the music. There's so much to see, artwork as well, and we've also included everything in terms of pop culture. So not only that, in today and tomorrow, we also have fashion, beauty, and so much more. But to be able to also experience an even more epic experience here, we also have with us our celebrity guests. And of course, we have none other than a Hollywood celebrity joining us today. Now, before I introduce him, just a couple reminders. We would like for everybody to please settle down, so we prefer if you could use the seats or the benches that are here for you. So we would really appreciate for you to settle down. And then, because of the time constraint, we also are giving you one question per media outfit. So we really hope that you could help us stick to that. Like we said, we only have a few minutes of his time. Aside from that, we're going to be calling each, of course, media outfit. Prepare that question, use that time wisely, get a good question in, okay? And we'll do our best to be able to accommodate all, but like we said, we have a specific time allowed. So we'll do our best to fit in each question from each media outfit. Got it? Pretty clear, right? Okay, so a bit of an intro for him before we get him out here. Again, if everybody could settle down first. We really were asked if our guests could take their seats. And then, yeah. Phil follows the catcher in the rye writer from his early days, trying to establish his career in New York's literacy circle in the early 1940s. Nick can currently be seen reprising his role as Hank, aka Beast in X-Men, Apocalypse for Bryan Singer and Fox, and in Drake Doremus' film Equals, a futuristic drama written by Nathan Parker alongside Kristen Stewart, which premiered at the Venice Film Festival and will be distributed by A24, as well as British independent film directed by Owen Harris, Kill Your Friends, based on the novel by the same name by John Niven about A&R rep on a murder spree in 90s London. Wow, almost everybody's seated. Thank you so much. Now, Nick will be next seen in Sandcastle for director Fernando Coimbra, in which he portrays an American soldier on a mission to help a village at the end of the war in Iraq. Nick earned rave reviews for his incredible performance as Nuts in the critically acclaimed Mad Max Fury Road from director George Miller for Warner Brothers. If we can please give a warm Manila welcome to our Hollywood celebrity, Nicholas Hoult. Great, great. Okay, have a seat. Oh, which way? Is that okay? Yeah. Let's switch seats then. I think they'd rather see your left side. No. Oh, no, okay. Okay. Yes? Okay, well, this is it. Yes or no? Half and half. They want to get a better angle of you.
Thank you. Hello.
Nicholas, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for coming along.
Doesn't he look great?
Stop it.
No, really. Are you blushing now? So is it your first time in Manila?
It is, yeah, my first time in the Philippines. I'm loving it. It's been such a wonderful experience so far. Everyone's been really welcoming. We've got to explore Manila a little bit yesterday. I'm going to stay a little while after the convention as well to see more of the country.
Great, okay. And yeah, so I guess it's time to get the questions going. Let's get this started. So let's start off by calling from PEP-PH, Jocelyn.
Last night, I mean the weather's been a little bit stormy, so we stayed in a little bit. And yeah, we kind of just walked around the streets. We went to see some of the old churches, some of the old town yesterday. That's been it so far. We're going to stay, as I say, longer and see more. And then expect co-stars? Is that the next part of the question? What are they like?
Like what activities do they do together? What activities do you do together off camera with this?
Off camera, we do a lot of go-karting, and we also bought BB guns. We all bought BB guns, and we'd play fight with those behind the scenes. And then it's a really tight bunch. We're all really close friends. So we hang out a lot off screen. It's kind of like going back to school or back with family after the summer holidays each time. We have a really great time. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question is from Interaction, Chad Nicholas Hoult.
Hey Lynn, so recently Daily Mail published an article which showed that you look like an Australian swimmer, Kyle Chalmers, and Twitter exploded with that. So that's one question. How do you react to looking like an Olympic swimmer? And then the second one is, if ever there was a biopic made for this swimmer, would you gladly joke or would you gladly take part?
I saw the reference you're making. Firstly, I can't swim that well, so I was really impressed that I managed to win a medal in the Olympics without training. I'd like to thank my coaches and the Australian swim team for getting me this far. But yeah, if there was a biopic about his life, I don't really know much about him. If there was a biopic about his life that was an interesting story, then I'd get in the pool and start practicing with my armbands on and try and prepare well enough for that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chad. Next we have from GMA News Online, Rai Takumi.
Yeah, so from About a Boy to Weatherback, your other biopics, your filmography tends to be a bit more speculative fiction and pop culture, like you're with Kristen Stewart and your role as Star. So is that a conscious decision to take on unusual roles? You said something about not being a good swimmer. So how was that seen in A Single Man? Like how did that play out?
So yeah, the scene in A Single Man, we actually had a big tank up on the beach in Malibu, and Colin and I would take turns jumping into the tank and then filming us and running into the ocean. It was actually very liberating to film that. It's kind of quite a familiar thing in film, like people breaking loose and running into the ocean, but it was a very freeing feeling. And then in terms of trying to do varied roles and work, that's the main aim for me. I think outside of trying to work with good people and tell good stories, as much varied characters and styles of films and stories as I can play, then that's what the main aim is. Because I would get bored if I did the same thing and repeated myself, and I think anyone that went to watch a film that I was in, if I just did the same thing over and over again, they'd find that boring as well. So as much as you can transform physically and emotionally for whatever it is, then that makes a big difference. Thank you for your question.
From Film Star Online, Matthew Olivares.
What's up?
So you're playing J.D. Salinger or a rebel in the Rye, is that correct? Why is it entitled Rebel in the Rye, and how did you, what processes did you go through to prepare for the role, since J.D. Salinger is described to be very reclusive?
The film's called Rebel in the Rye. Obviously it's a play on the title of his most famous novel, Catcher in the Rye. But also, he was a very rebellious character in his youth. He got kicked out of quite a few schools. His writing was very much against the phoniness of the world that he saw around him, and that's what lit the fire within him for him to go out and write what he felt were truthful, honest depictions of the world and characters that he saw around him. So that's why it's called Rebel in the Right. And in terms of preparation, it's difficult because there's no videos or audio of him that exist that we could find. So there's a lot of reading biographies about him, reading his novels alongside those biographies. Because a lot of his work is quite autobiographical, his writing, even though they're fictional characters he writes about, they kind of step back to his life. And then basing decisions on how to play him around that. Luckily, Danny Strong, the writer, wrote a brilliant script that's very tight and had wonderful actors to work with, so that obviously makes it a lot easier. Aside from that, on like an emotional level, I would like sit at home on a typewriter writing stories, just to try and understand what that felt like as well. Thank you.
Now from Otta Kultura, Mara Kabatbat.
So, hi, Sir Nick.
Hey.
So, you've received critical acclaim for your role in About a Boy. Ever since that role, what kind of learning process did you take in order to improve your acting craft for the subsequent movies up to the present?
Since About a Boy, in terms of improving the acting craft, I think it's mainly about the people I've been fortunate enough to work with. So each role, stems a different challenge, and there's no set method that I've developed. It varies each time, but essentially it's just a lot about preparation and research and learning as much as you can before turning up on set. And then being adaptable once you get there, depending on how the director wants to work or the other actors around you. So there's no specific things I've done. I've just tried to take a little bit away from each job and then use that in the next one. That's the wonderful thing about acting, is you're always learning, and then also the roles gradually as you get older become more and more interesting and fascinating, and then through having hopefully lots of experiences in life, then you can draw from those and put those into the roles.
Thank you. Now we move on to CNN Philippines, Lara Tan.
So you played roles in it. Did you read a lot of comics to prepare for your role? And if you did, which one was your favorite?
If you prepared for the roles by reading comics, is that right? A lot of comics.
And which one was your favorite?
Which one was your favorite?
Which was my favorite X-Men comic?
Yeah, and did you read a lot of, which titles did you read to prepare for your roles?
Oh, I liked reading about First Class comics and also the Dark Beast comics. I enjoyed a lot as well. I enjoyed the darker side of that character. Yeah, in terms of preparing for X-Men, obviously it was quite last minute, my casting in that originally. It was when we were meant to be shooting Mad Max. So I was in Australia and then Mad Max got delayed, so I called my agents and I said, I need a job. And they said audition for X-Men, quick, they were interested in you, so I put a tape down, and the next day was flying to London to audition, and then back to Australia straight away. And then before I knew it, I had a job and was on set. So in terms of preparation, there's obviously physical training for playing superheroes. Not that I could quite achieve the desired effects that they need. They have to give me a muscle suit, obviously. And then, yeah, read a load of comics because he has quite a distinct way of speaking. He's a very eloquent and intelligent man, and obviously he is very, very smart in the sciences as well. So it's all about reading the comics, trying to gain what you can from that, and then in terms of movement as well, and his relationships to the other characters, that's something that I've really enjoyed developing through the films, is Hank's relationship with Xavier. Because James and I are really good friends outside of filming, and I think that's something that we've been able to develop through the movies as well.
Thank you so much from Ozine. Ozine, is that right? Ozine. Ozine Brian Oy. Is Brian here? Doesn't seem like he's here, or is he? Is somebody making his way over to the mic? Can you raise your hand? No. Let's move on to the next question from Mix, Sunny Kim.
Hi, I'm Sunny from Mix, the number one music channel in the Philippines. Can I go closer? Is it okay if you mind?
Can I? Okay.
Oh no, that means everybody else will.
I just set it up. Okay. You said it's okay. Okay. Among the different movies you've starred. Okay, fine. I'm sorry. Okay, here I'll say it. Among all the different movies you've starred in and the different roles you've played, which one was your favorite?
They all vary. I have favourites for lots of different reasons. I really loved playing J.D. Salinger because I loved reading his work and learning about his life. It was something I didn't know much about his personal life before that, so learning about that was fantastic. The role in Mad Max was a favourite of mine because it was very big and wild, and I got to really invest in that and give a strange performance, I think. And then outside of that, I really enjoyed working on A Single Man, the X-Men movies. I don't know, I love lots of different films for different reasons. Equals was a great experience working with Kristen and Greg Doremus, because their methods were something I hadn't experienced before, lots of improvisation, and we became a really close-knit group. So lots of different reasons for different things.
Thank you.
Now we move on to from Fanboy Sale, is that right? Earl Manga. Earl.
What's up, Bob?
So, I'm just gonna have this one son. Okay, so you've been casted as the Beast, but let's just say that you've been casted for another role. Pick your favorite one from Beast 3. Magneto, Professor X, or Wolverine.
Oh, that's tough.
Sorry for that one. I know it's tough.
I know, yeah. You know what? If I had to choose between those, the thing is, because I know all those guys and they all do such wonderful jobs in each role. I think I'd probably go Magneto.
Wow.
Yeah. Is that unexpected?
No,
Not.
it is very unexpected.
I think I love what Fassbender does with it, and I think that's what makes me drawn to it. I don't think I'd ever be muscly enough to play Wolverine.
Just a small follow-up. What do you think would be your best characteristic to play as Magneto? Your best move to play as Magneto.
The best moves?
Yeah, what makes you ahead of them? Just in terms, if you get casted as Magneto.
I think for him it's a lot about the stillness and the depth within the hurt which is his power. That's what he harnesses. And you know, as seen in the films with Xavier and himself, him trying to actually find peace and calmness makes it more powerful, and it's more tricky to use that instead.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Earl. Now from Philippine Star, we've got Phoebe Marquez.
Hi Nicholas, I saw in your Instagram that you play Pokemon Go. How is that going? And then another question is, if you could be included in another pop culture franchise which is not X-Men or Mad Max Fury, what would it be?
Okay, Pokemon is going terribly.
What level are you at?
I'm level 13. It's not very good. I know.
Okay.
Oh, I'm Team Mystic. Team Mystic, level 13, not very good at all. So I've kind of fallen off playing a little bit recently. I found it difficult to find new Pokemon since the update. Yeah. There's lots here?
Yeah.
Yes, there are. Okay, end of interview, thank you.
Thank you. And then culture outside of Mad Max and X-Men, what would I like to be involved with? Oh, that's tricky. What are the options? Are there any options?
Star Wars or
Star Trek,
Marvel, DC.
Doctor Who.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Okay. Now from ABS-CBN Online, we got Sheila Reyes. Right over there at the back.
How do you feel about Hugh Jackman leaving the X-Men franchise after being Wolverine for over 10 years?
I'm very. It's sad, you know. I grew up with him playing Wolverine. I think the first film I saw him in was when I was 11 years old, and it was a very surreal moment for me when we were on set, and I would look across and I would see Hugh Jackman and Wolverine across from me. That was like, it filled me with a very strange feeling from my childhood, but also immense amount of pride and awe of him. He's also such a wonderful guy, and a really cracking sense of humour, and we had a lot of fun working together. So I miss the fact that we won't get to do more movies and develop that. But I'm also just thankful for all the wonderful work he's done through the franchise. I think he's just been phenomenal in that role, and I feel very fortunate to have been around him, and also been able to be a fan and see him bring it to life so brilliantly.
Now we move on to ABS-CBN News TV, Ginger Conejero.
Hi, welcome to Manila today.
Thank you.
A couple of things, just because is it a coincidence that you're on level 13 and on Team Mystic, or is that something that you actually, is that by choice, or is that a coincidence, the name of the team that you joined?
Oh no, I like the colour blue. I didn't know much about the team.
No other reason. Alright, can I get into my real question? Actually, you mentioned earlier you got a chance to go around Manila. Can you maybe expand on your impressions of Manila and the Philippines in that short amount of time? And yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, the first impressions were I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how vast Manila was. I didn't realise flying in you get a sense of how big the city is. So that was impressive. I didn't know how humid it was going to be. And I didn't know how extreme your traffic was. So those are all things that I was warned of and then got to experience, which were great. I haven't managed to eat too much of the food yet. What's the egg thing? Balot. Yeah, I've been told to try that.
Yes.
I haven't yet.
Are you ready to try it?
I don't know. I don't know. Everyone says it's an aphrodisiac, but I'm I saw pictures of it, and it looks a little bit disgusting.
You're not supposed to look at it. You're just supposed to
Close your eyes.
Yes.
Okay. If
Look
I build
away and just, put it in your mouth and enjoy.
I'll see. If I build up the courage, then I'll try that. But I just enjoyed walking around the city yesterday. We also took, I forgot the technical name, but when you have the horse and carriage. Yeah, we rode on one of those yesterday, myself and Joe. So we're having a really great trip and getting to see a lot of the city, and then we're going to go around a couple of the islands as well. Philippines?
One of the 7,100 islands, just one of those. Okay. So now we move on to business world.
Side note, I'm really glad that basketball is such a big sport here. Yeah, I went to buy one of the jerseys yesterday of the Filipino basketball team. So.
I'm sorry, maybe can you repeat that, please? You're a big fan that...
I'm a big basketball fan. I didn't realise that was such a big sport
it's
here.
Huge.
Yeah, so I'm really glad that I went and bought that Filipino jersey.
Was there a name on the back of the
It
jersey?
it's somebody junior. Number 3.
Number 3. Okay,
Anybody knows that?
So it's
Google.
Filipinas
Yeah,
jersey,
national
not
team.
number 3.
Somebody junior.
Okay? No, okay.
They said he was a cool guy in the store. So.
We'll look it up. Let me know if you want to go to a basketball game. We can hook you up while you're here.
Thank you very much.
It is e-sport here.
Yeah,
As luck would have it. So, from chicken pork adobo, we have Dominic Dimagmalio.
Hi, I'm Anthony Pinoy from YouTube, and I'm a Marvel action figure reviewer. I just want to ask, how do you see the franchise of X-Men moving forward, and from how they ended during the last movie? So, what do you see? What do you say about the franchise moving forward?
Yeah, it's kind of difficult for me to say at the moment. Obviously, they will keep making movies. Whether I will be involved or not, too sure.
Hopefully, you have a really big role, which is Beast.
Yeah, no, I love playing that role, so we'll wait and see. That's very cool that you're Marvel.
Action figure.
Yeah, that's great.
A follow-up question. So, ever you get the
Welcome
chance?
to AsiaPOP Manila. I'm just curious, with that gentle, angelic look of yours, what makes you accept the role of Beast in X-Men? And will we be seeing you, will X-Men Apocalypse be the last that we will be seeing this?
What was the first bit of that question?
With that angelic look, gentle look, what makes you accept the role of?
Someone who's very controlled and measured, soft, suppressing all these feelings essentially, and this power within him, and then to play that, and then also be able to play the complete opposite of someone who transforms into this very powerful, athletic, strong kind of animal. That's something that really appealed to me. And then in terms of playing him more, I would love to play the character more. I can't say and don't know what will happen after Apocalypse at the moment.
Thank you.